Hello everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And let's dive right into the analysis here. And a beautiful day once again in the SPY, Triple Q's, IWM, Dow Jones, all moving higher, obviously from an oversold condition. And this could just be a technical bounce, right? We could be going for this double correction here that I've laid out. Although, this is it's a little bit I'm going a little bit ahead of myself saying this because we haven't even seen if this is a three-wave move. If we get five waves, or we start to get five waves up and it's too impulsive when we go too high, then this is just going to be the third wave. And everyone that's shorting and betting on the market crash and all that, you could be shorting a 3 of 3, which is extremely dangerous, and you could literally blow up your account trying to do that because this could get really impulsive really fast. But so far we've had a nice move up. 1 hour time frame, nothing really new here. I think we might start to cool off, put in a couple of days of consolidation, or at least a sideways chop or a retrace before we continue higher. But again, this can continue up. Tesla had earnings just now, and yeah, I did say that we stopped out right around here, but ready to get back into this stock tomorrow if this thing continues to push higher. I think that a definitive low might be being put in right now for Tesla after this earnings report, but we'll see how the market reacts tomorrow. This can really start to rally up really quickly and turn around the entire stock market. It could be a leading indicator because this name's been beat up for a very long time, and I've been mapping it here for a possible bearish scenario where this is gonna, we topped out in an X wave, and now essentially we're just correcting back down in a Y. But now it's starting to get it's starting to get a little bit complex. So you could even say that this is a 1, and now you're pulling back into 2. And this is your third wave. This is a 3-wave, right? You could make the case that it's something like this as well, right? A more bullish stance, but this would mean Tesla is going to new all-time highs to, what's the market cap right now? 461 billion is going to go to some $1 trillion market cap sooner than later, right? And you're going to go to infinity and beyond. But until then, we really need to see the price react accordingly. And so far, it's doing quite well. It's in my longer term buy area, and I still think Tesla is quite bullish overall. And I do believe that there's more upside. So this is good reaction on earnings. So congrats to people who are still in the trade, who are holding Tesla. You guys are going to make some nice gains tomorrow at the market open, hopefully. Let's take a look at the SPY on Market Cipher. Take a look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame showing a green dot bottom, and I did talk about this yesterday on the futures. And everything else was kind of already printing a green dot, so I said that we should see more follow through towards the upside, and that's exactly what we got today. 4 hour time frames, smaller time frames showing still coming out of this red money flow here. But we will get another leg lower, but we'll have to see. This B wave can continue to push higher, and we are back into thick green money flow on the 1 hour time frame. So that is a positive, and that's a good look for the market. We want to see money flow coming back into these indexes. So that was the Dow Jones, the biggest one there, and the Nasdaq and S&P and Russell 2000 aren't too far behind. Okay, let's continue on. Let's take a look at WaveEdge, see if anything has printed recently. So nothing on the daily. Let's cover the 4 indexes. So Dow Jones, SPY, Triple Qs, and IWM. Nothing really printing other than green crosses. 4 hour time frame green crosses. IWM did get that strong buy signal at the low, so that was a good opportunity to long. You saw all this significant buying coming in from smart money, and look what happened afterwards. Big rally. Triple Qs, similar thing. They've been buying on this dip down. SPY as well. Big, significant amount of buying coming in on this drop. And same thing on the Dow Jones. I believe they were just buying the dip. Now we're getting a lot of red crosses at these high here. So it's just, and we're also getting some dark pool prints. So saying that a lot of long positions are being closed. So maybe this might be it for the rally in the coming days. Maybe we'll get a pause, like I said, some consolidation, and then maybe some more upside. But if this continues to push higher, we take out the previous all-time highs, you're getting in front of a wave 3, and you're shorting a wave 3, and you're gonna end up like shorting something like this, right? That's just gonna continue to push higher, and it's just gonna be really dangerous. All right, that's basically it. That's what I have for you guys. Let's cover some individual names now. I know a lot of people are excited to cover some individual names. So I think I talked about Tesla already. NVIDIA getting a beautiful bounce here from our initial area. So that level looks like it held just a wick below, and now it's starting to impulse out. I like to see these gaps up. Lots of FOMO buying coming back in. This could just be our wave 1 here, and then I think this is a good look for the initial rally. So I think that we'll continue to push a little bit higher, maybe back to the 20-day moving average, back to 861. Pause, consolidation, pull back, and then continue on to our higher target at the 1200. So that can happen, right? Don't think that the NVIDIA and the SMCI, they can't push higher. They can very well continue to push higher. SMCI has hit the buy area. So this C leg could be finished at any moment, right? This could be done. This could be done, and that's it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is. So I think SMCI, if it's finished here, it could just be doing either a flat, right, and then you're gonna continue to push higher in an extended 5th wave. So that can happen, right? It can happen. But for now, we'll just put the 5th here, and then we'll see where it goes. Let's take a look at let me see here, Apple. So Apple, I was very bullish on Apple. I've recalculated this for a new buy area, but I think it could go lower. I'm showing this as a wave 1, 2, and then an extended wave 3, 4, and 5 to new all-time highs. And all of this was just a correction of a wave 2. Now, could this be in? We've technically broke the pivot. So yes, we've met the minimal requirements for the C leg to be in. Now we got to get into a little bit more, nitty-gritty details here. I think what we have is an ABC for a wave 4, and now we need a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right, to go lower in Apple. But I'm not even sure if we can go much lower. If we go this low, this would imply that the market might be going significantly lower, 11%. But who knows? Maybe the markets can continue to push higher with NVIDIA and the other Mag 7 stocks, right? Tesla obviously shining the light with a beautiful 13% gain. It's going to be a big open tomorrow. Can't wait to see how that reacts. Let's take a look here at some other names. Let me get back here. Let me see. Let's take a look at Mara. So Mara up 10% today, with Bitcoin barely moving, really. Bitcoin was like flat on the day, but Mara is moving back up. Hut Mining is moving up as well, up 4%. Like I said, I like the $7 area. And look what happened at the $7 area. We've just been rallying since then. So if we get a cooling off period, maybe a pullback, it'll be another dip buying opportunity, but definitely don't want to miss on these names here. Let me cover a few more things. So the miners, the gold miners like the GDX were sprung with some life today. But I think that if we want a really strong dip buying opportunity, it would be down here at the 31 area. So which would mean another 6% drop. But if it's so bullish, this could be done right here, right now. It may not need to go further, but who knows? We'll know more once gold and silver makes their next move. Right now, gold and silver, they've gotten a big pullback already. Nice little wick bottoming tail. So we'll see if that's a low. If it can be a low, if it's not, then we'll go lower, a little bit lower, and then we have some more support down here. And same thing for silver. We got some support down here, and then we can get a significantly bigger rally. But so far, this could be already done. Just doing a quick calculation here. Let me take a look. Let's just say this is your ABC. And then we're going to draw our target. and pull it down. And you are in the, you hit the buy area. Oh my goodness, look how picture perfect this is. From the 100% retrace to the 1.618, you hit the buy area, and now you're coming out of it. So this could be finished, and then you're about to take off in the fifth wave. So I wouldn't really want to get in front of this right now. I would not want to get in front of this. I think this could take off at any moment. Let me do gold very quickly before we continue on to our stock names. Just doing the ABC. Oh, sorry, this is not the gold chart. Let me get back to the gold chart. Okay, so the gold chart, on some smaller time frames. A, B, and then a C leg. Okay, so this one might have a little bit lower to go, I think, but I could be wrong. That's not it. I always mess those up. Let's see. So gold could have more downside, but it to me looks like it just hit the buy area as well. And you got a strong reversal already. So the low could be in, and yeah, it might the miners may not pull back, right? Just looking at gold and silver. So this target here may not be achieved. If it's so bullish, this thing could truncate and then just push higher, right? These miners could be extremely bullish, and you could just impulse out of here in no time. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. All right, that's basically it for the miners. Let me continue on to the TLT. So I want to talk about the yields. So the TLT right now yields in dollar. So the dollar pulled back today, and we'll do some analysis on that as well. But when the yields just chop sideways like this, the market tends to push higher, or can push higher. And that's what we're seeing right now. But I think the yields may have one leg higher left. Push a little bit higher. Maybe we'll get some economic news or data that's going to come out soon. I think we got some data coming out. Let me just check here. We had a lot of data today, but tomorrow we don't have anything. We just have core durable goods. On Thursday, we have pending home sales, advanced GDP quarter over quarter, and unemployment claims. And then Japan policy rate, monetary statement, Bank of Japan outlook. Then core PCE index month over month on the 26th. So that's going to be a pretty big one, a pretty important one as well on Friday. So that's probably going to be a big market moving event. I don't really like to trade those, but we'll see what we do on that day. Overall, I think yields may have one leg lower, but not much, like a smaller fifth wave and then a wave to impulse out. So it's, I've been tracking this whole thing throughout this whole thing. With TLT, it wasn't an easy chart either. Excuse me. But overall, I think a significant low is being put in here for the TLT, and then the top in yields. And I know that the bears and the making the case, and inflation's high. I agree. I think yields and rates should be at 7%. I think they should be ridiculously high to correct what the damage has been done, to the economy. We need to correct all this inflation. And you don't do that with hiking rates 25 basis points. You do that by hiking them 500 basis points. But they're not going to do that, right? So, we got to go by their game. And their game is to do the stupid thing and the wrong thing at the wrong times. And they're going to cut rates most likely. And we were going to be putting a low in the TLT. And after that, it should come out of this, and we should be due for a pretty strong rally out of here. And I'll just give you some quick calculations, some rough calculations of where this wave will take us, right? Let me just pull this up here right now. So this could take us to 105 to 117 on the TLT, and that's like a long ways away, and it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty far. It's pretty far away. That would be let's see here. That would be like a 20% to 31% increase in the yields, and that would mean that would sorry, the TLT, that would imply that yields are collapsing, and that's probably what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a weak administration that's gonna cut the rates at the wrong time, and now is the wrong time to cut rates, but they're probably gonna do it anyways. And I don't care what they say, right? They always say one thing, then they say another. They're not gonna cut rates now. Well, now they're gonna cut rates. They don't know what they're doing, right? And push comes to shove, if the market starts to drop, they will cut rates. They'll do something to support the market, support everything else. Okay, I think that's enough for the TLT. Let's take a look at the dollar. So the dollar's pulling back right now, and it's dropping lower. So this looks like this is an ABC. Could be correcting a little bit further, but should be finishing at any moment. Let me take a look. We'll give you guys some calculations of where I think this is going in the short term, at least. And I'll just pull it from here. So not much lower, I don't think. Yeah, look where it hit. So you could already tell that this move may already be finished. You hit the 100% right here, all the way down to the 618. So that's could be already done. You see, you tagged it, and then boom, you start to just pop higher after that. But we'll see. We'll know more. We'll know more as the market opens tomorrow and stocks trade and prices react. So I've started to add to some new positions. Excuse me. Inside the Discord, I'm a little bit sick right now, but don't mind doing the video. I think that I've added to some new positions and the members, so hopefully those play out over time. But I think we're seeing a big shift here. I think commodities are entering a new cycle higher. I think the dollar is eventually going to top out and start a new cycle lower, and that's going to help support the markets, or maybe not. We'll see, but technically it should support the markets. Same thing for the yield. So I think that this is the pattern to go, and then you're gonna be off to the races in a whole new cycle higher after. In yields, your yields will pull back. You'll go down to maybe 3. You're never gonna go back to 0, right? You'll never go back to 0, but you'll go back to maybe 3, 2.5, or something like that, and you'll continue to push higher and higher and higher and higher. Okay. So that's that. Yeah. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me cover Roku, because I you know what? Free trade idea. I re-entered Roku after today. It kind of upset me to see that smart money was buying on the day I got stopped out, and I just decided to re-enter back into the trade. So this one's gonna be a longer term hold, but yeah, I think this Roku has more upside, and it does have earnings on Thursday, so this could be a wild card play. But the free info for you guys, whoever stuck around to the end of the video. All right. Anyways, hopefully you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.